I wasn't able to do a live stream yesterday because I needed to rest. And still I am today. But somehow I wanted to share with you guys this this different live stream. I will be doing stretching while in bed. Guys, I'm kind of maybe in the stage already of my menopausal. So I'm kind of gonna have maybe I'm gonna consult a doctor to with regards to that. I know it's normal for every women and uh anyway, so just having a flu. I don't know if that comes with thing. And I don't even know if this is menopause already, menopausal stage already. So anyway, because my flu has been up, showing, and it will disappear for a while, and whatever the grammar is, guys. But anyway, so I just wanted to pull this off, even so, guys. But while resting, yes, I do like sleeping in the floor on the floor, maybe because of for my back. It's good for the back for me. Feels better, and I don't know, that's my I just like it. So anyway, guys, while the fan is on, so this one is yacht yoga, but still wanting to, because yesterday I just published my how do you call this, my handstand practice, which was done a day, like 2 days ago. And I'm not sure if I'd be able to practice later. But anyhow, so yes, guys. So learnings on. Welcome back to my channel. This is Karmina, and could be, I don't know. For now, not not today, guys, because I'm kind of needing to just a little bit uh not to do too much strenuous activities. So uh this is Carmina, your exercise slash habit, um, practice and sustain. So yes, of course, the human side, we also need to rest, right? So welcome back to my channel. So guys, yeah, learnings on survival, global crisis. Ay, what's the learnings on survival, global crisis. How? Tama ba? I forgot, guys, the thumbnail that I put there. But anyway, so if this is kind of helpful for the season right now. I don't know, guys, and I want to say grateful for the platform, because another pabibo, another wanna be smart. No, just reading about it, right? Is I'm pretty sure most of us are very much on this with regards to how are we going to survive. Are you have you gone already to that point where, oh my God, what are we going to do? Are we going to survive this? I know maybe pretty much in some places on your end, it's not, we are not yet feeling not much, right? Still, but we are already feeling the decrease in energy because of the what's going on, like oil and fuel shortage, because of the what's happening. And I know, as a like as humans, isn't it, in whichever part of on earth we are in, whatever space we are, you know staying in. I mean, gusto ko sabihin, but what do I really want to say? We just find ways, we just try, we just start, we begin. I know it's easier said than done, the start and the beginning, but we just try our very best, because sometimes it's so frustrating when we expect much, right? Especially now, there is no such thing as getting ready during an unexpected situation like this. It's somehow, well, they say it's been years already, of course, that we have been struggling on this one, but there's no such thing as getting prepared in an unexpected um, thing like this. So this one is a world issue, right? So I can't be answering that, but just as learning about, maybe the learning part is just very laid back. It's easy to read, it's easy to know, but somehow having a little bit background on this one, at least we lessen the stress, we lessen the worry, the blah blah blah. So guys, can I just get my my liniment? Okay guys, so I have my comforter on my mat. So ayan guys, it's not anymore dark. I'll show you. I was gonna guys kasi I wanted to a while ago. It's been an hour ago, maybe an hour half and a half that I've been wanting to. I tried to turn off the light. That I've been wanting to do the live with this one, with this scenario. Like, uh, ano na naman yung Karmina, ano naman pasabog eh. Kasi guys nakakainis. I wanted to in a dark. Guys, ito dark to. Teka, I just wanna show. I wanted to show you guys. Is this one guys. Sabi ko nga, guys, diba? If there's going to be a power shortage, guys. Okay. So here, guys. Hindi ganun guys, Hindi ganun ka-dark, no? I just wanna show guys this one, no? Guys, are we ready? Are we ready for this one? Are we ready for no power at all, guys? Every time. Are we ready for this one, guys? I mean, this is not really dark, no? Pero the lifestyle back in the days, guys. Have you ever thought of that? Pretty sure, di ba? Dadating yun. I'm so worried about it, guys. Maybe that's why, because I got sick. Anyway, so just wanting to, are you ready for the season of, and not even, do we even have extra candles to do this? Yung mga ganyan, kasi nga, yeah, okay. Anyway, so guys, I'm wanting to show you this one. Whenever, okay, we will conserve energy by not, we'll use that in some other emergencies. Okay, guys. Okay. Yes. I don't know if I should, the light kasi guys Ayun na nga, okay na yan. Yan. Ay. Guys, teka lang. Kasi nasisilaw ako. What's wrong ba? Okay, so anyway. So, so, I don't, I don't even know if it's still relevant to share the exercise contents because of this era that we are in now. But rather just also maybe for learning about it. Guys, naiinis ako sa I'm really conscious about this one kasi ang sakit ng ang sakit sa mata. Ayan, ganyan. Okay. Okay, so back in the days, guys, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so guys, are you curious? By being curious, we're able to at least solve the issue of somehow getting too much overthinking of what's gonna happen. Nobody knows. And I'm pretty if I'm pretty sure guys as watching guys guys I'll do the stretching first I'm pretty sure guys while we are watching the news, isn't it, what's happening around, all the more we hear the reality that it is happening, it's going to happen. Have you thought that if we are worried, what about the young generation, the kids, right? And it's just, slowly just, maybe most of us, it has not synced in yet, we're feeling it, But shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. So let's do the stretching part. Just like this. It's been a while, guys, already. So yes, that's what I do. If it helps, right? When you are worried about something, you just learn about it, isn't it? That's why, isn't it? As they say, I quote, knowledge is power. It's not the power, guys. It's literally just lessening the worries and learning about it more. I have the fan on. I know this is not but you know what? This one I'll share with regards to habits naman. Isn't it like of course we get sick, right? And then you are already bound to not getting up, right? You're just wanting to rest. And suddenly you started brushing your teeth. And then you washed your face. And then suddenly it lessens the feeling of that time you're feeling too sick or somehow. I don't know, guys, for me, it lessens. Like, after, so I tried preparing for the day today. I immediately went to my sister. What's my what's my schedule for today's in the shop? And yeah, that's the feeling. Like you suddenly feel like you're good. Maybe there's that, but you know what? It's coming back that I needed really to rest. You can hear, guys, in my voice. And you can gauge it in my voice, guys. Okay, this is kind of a strenuous stretch for me. I just want to do this, guys. Survival. Earnings on survival. Because I think that's one of the, guys, diba? I mean, most worries, of course. How are we going to survive this season of our lives? Or collective. Of the world's issue for somehow kind of shortage, outage. So you can do this, of course, will be for those of you who are wanting at least to just do some stretching in bed. This is applicable. She did, di ba, from here, she did like this. Good, guys. And exhale here. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale here. Exhale. I, I have my extra bamboo mat underneath. Yeah. So you might be, for some of you, you might be surprised. Why are you exercising? And the topic is not that one. Well, guys, originally, of course, this one, of course, this channel is all about exercise habit, and I'm not able to for my morning routine. So I just wanted to be also somehow be informed, or somehow still want to know, realistically what is happening, right? We do have our habits, but what is happening currently, globally? Because we have to, this may help, right? This may help guys learning about it. So I turned the light off to start the habit already of conserving energy. Still grateful, guys, that I'm able to do this with you, because maybe because of the what's happening globally, I don't know if we will still have access to the internet one day. So it will, if it will take time, maybe by heart you know this, or maybe, I don't know, preparing like some analog ideas I'm gonna show you later with regards to if you still want to maintain a habit during this season. I don't want to be, of course, I don't want to be focused on just about the crisis. I know, but I also want to be, guys, maybe listening the stress. Many of our, of what we're worried about is sometimes rooting to that, right? Somehow this season. And we also want to be realistic, right? Of course, we do have habits, but we also want to be practical, and we want to be realistic and prioritizing which one needs to be prioritized, right? For this season. I wanting to also share with regards to, of course, if we are having the new norm, the new normal, which is maybe for most of us is abnormal, right? Not an expert, guys, but rather somebody's just curious about this one. I may be sharing with you incomplete stories and not accurate information, but somehow just reading about it. Somebody is just wanting to maybe uh, be informed, and just sharing that with you guys. Maybe if you're, maybe you missed that reading, or you missed that information. Okay. Guys, I have noticed, guys, in doing anything, right? I just noticed, guys, as a student, anything that we're learning, isn't it? This one, this is the first part of the routine, right? You're doing this stretch. Now I'm doing this, like this one is a physical pattern, right? So the next step is this one, right? You see the pattern already. She does this one, the lunge, and then putting down your hands, stretching back, returning, and then bringing yourself up again, upright, like that. Isn't it, guys? This is a pattern. So if we maybe somehow, guys, because of my passion with maintaining, isn't it like certain habits, like it always has a pattern. If you just realize that maybe what is happening now in life, this global crisis, at first we are afraid, very much afraid, because we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know how we're going to survive. But maybe somehow realizing that there could be patterns that can make life easy as we are going through this crisis. That maybe these little patterns, little habits, life habits, I can say, guys, life habits may help in our survival of this crisis. We just have to be maybe learning more about it, or be awareness, right? Doing little steps that we feel like sometimes the new normal, we need to adjust. Like just like in the pandemic, I mean that's the recent global issue that we had, like what we can commonly share, guys. But just it's really about adapting when there's nothing to do, we can't do anything about it. It's really adapting. It's easier said than done, I know, but we survived the pandemic. Maybe this one is another challenge for us to be enduring, to learn how to learn the essence of endurance despite the challenges in life, right? Not an economist, nor a guru, nor some expert in this issue, guys. It's just sometimes you just analyze. It's the basic. We just have to adapt. And worries, we can just think more, think too much on a lot of things. But what to do, right, guys? Guys, the glaring. Let's see, glare. Dito. Okay. Stretching. So this is like the global crisis. It's kind of hard to hold it, guys. But it's really a matter of knowing the sequence. Like it's from here, and then you put up, you stay there. There's a hard part, and you're gonna have to experience also the good part where you're able to put it down and stretch and then back again. And this one, a variation. Exhale here, inhale, exhale, other side. So this is another addition to the pattern. So if you just understand, maybe, of course, realizing the hard parts of a challenge, the hard parts of a habit, whatever it is, the new norm, survival, we will get by. No matter what else, we will adapt because there's no other way. We have to. We have to survive. We have to adapt. Though it's tough, right? It's tough, guys. The perks, you get to stretch, you get to relax. Another pattern. So so for those of you later, we can read about survival during this global crisis. How did they do it back in the days? And maybe, of course, this will help, right? This will help because somehow this one is somehow going back to the basics again, going back to the analog days, like super analog days. Like, don't you realize anymore already, guys, that we could be like us, like typically how the what do you say this, guys, the highest form of animal, us human beings, guys. Isn't it how the evolution, and I mean I can talk about it technically, scientifically, which is how if you analyze it during the stone age and all ages of that, during those days, guys, all ages of during the time, guys, sometimes you see like this one's already happened and it's just a cycle, isn't it? History repeats itself. Those those mantras and quotations. When you thought it's never gonna come, this time, guys, this world situation. Maybe isn't it like instead of when sometimes, you know what, if time comes, hope, not, of course, praying it will not happen, but somehow if there's going to be no energy available or total power outage, guys, isn't it we lose also some technical, like, um this resources. We're always updated, right? We know, but now we're gonna have to detach, right? We're going to have to detach. one thing's for sure, when there's time that we have all have already adjusted, which will be the new normal maybe in the coming days, if this will pursue, the situation, then one day we can at least incorporate these habits, if you like lang, the stretching part, the exercising part, if you like lang, guys. I mean, I can't be, because we will have different ways of adapting, right? If it takes a while, then we do our priorities first, right? So please tune in for the learnings on survival, global crisis, how? I don't know, but maybe by knowing more about it, how in the day, how we can combine like the new ways and then how they did it back in the days, isn't it? Like, I don't know if I'm getting it right, guys. Somehow understanding, like if you analyze it, guys, that if this if this pushes through, guys, like totally like worst case scenario, guys. They say it's already worst case scenario. Well, back here, guys, on my end, if this will really push through, if you analyze it, then there will be some kind of like the pandemic. Like we're just everybody's just in your own abode. Then I don't know. Like will of course money is part of survival, right? But is it still important? Is it still usable during those times because you will have no store to buy from, right? Just in case businesses close down. I just want to say, guys, the reality, the effect of it, then money can be set aside and just do maybe start back in the days how. So anyway, so guys, join me in my curiosity in this one. Okay, so guys, all right, let's read about it, guys. Okay, and I quote, guys, from here. People survived the convergence of World War II, hunger, power blackouts, and sickness through extreme rationing, ano ba? Rationing, community solidarity, and scavenging. Talaga ba? Okay, guys, I may be reading some terms here that is kind of uh, I'm just reading, guys. I'm not saying this is complete information, but just reading about it. Okay. Survival strategies included eating unconventional foods like tulip bulbs or tree bark. Disclaimer, guys, I don't do this. If you are not an expert on this one, I just want to read about it. Okay, this is about unconventional foods like tulip bulbs or tree bark. So this is already foraging, no? Like knowing about foreign plants, like real plants that are actually edible, which I tried. Please watch my other live streams, guys, in my blog. But somehow establishing black markets, I can't talk about it. I don't know that. And relying on strict, sometimes fatal or refeeding protocols. Social support systems such as sharing scarce resources and communal cooking were essential. Communal cooking, okay, maybe in wherever you are, you have a place that where you cook. So you just save, right? Isn't it? You're just using one source of, you have all the things for, starting fire, a bonfire to cook, or kind of, is that the ano, parang the way I'm understanding it, parang ganun. So you have, everybody's just sharing food, no? Para lang, just people to have a serving to survive for the day, for the meal. I don't know if it's for the day, that one meal a day. How did people survive during those days, right? Okay, strategies for surviving hunger and this crisis, guys. Rationing or rationing? Rationing and scavenging. Governments implemented strict rationing to manage limited food supplies. People in occupied areas often resorted to eating tulip bulbs, sugar beets. Do you know sugar beets, guys? The vegetable that when you touch it, bare hands, you stain it. Sugar beets, the one that they make juice out of for salads also. Uh, or even bark to survive during the famine conditions, during hunger days, guys. Tree bark talaga. So they boil that or what? Hmm. Okay, the hunger winter, 1944 to 1945, it says here. In a country, thousands survived on a severely reduced calorie intake. Sometimes as low as, guys, this is just an information. I'm not saying you follow this. This may be wrong, this may not be. Okay? Back in the days, in 1940s, guys, during those global crises, they had to lessen their calorie intake. Sometimes as low as 400 to 800 calories a day. Oh my gosh. That's like, guys, about, di ba, humans, they, usually, guys, is eliminate like 1,500 to 2,000 to 2,500 to 3,000 calories. Somehow, it depends on your load of work, your gender, those things, guys, isn't it? And now, in this one, 400 to 800, like really cutting down 50%. Imagine, guys, so people are really will lose weight, no? Okay, so food takers, many traveled on foot. On foot, guys, walking or bicycle from cities to the countryside, trading valuable for foods. This is already like barter trading, guys, during back in the days, guys, what we read in the history, in our history classes, guys. People are exchanging maybe food for food, or things for food, or food for things, isn't it? Whatever it is you have. And monetary, like money, paper money now, I don't know if it will be essential. Even, I mean, during the pandemic, guys, there's still flow in the shopping, era, in the shopping cycle, right? There's still, business. Pero for this one, there's none. For example, guys, isn't it? Like we just, I don't know, I'm just picturing it like Hansel and Gretel, or that picturing during those days, guys, the Beauty and the Beast, like, the people around the castle, or yung mga, yung mga ganun, guys, ini-imagine ko. Just to make it lighter, but somehow, diba, super analog. Okay, this one, international aid. Towards the end of the conflict, some countries, hospital supplies, dropped food, brought relief to starving populations. Okay, so there was a kind of sharing or subsidy, food not money, in form of budget, rather some supply. I hope there will be enough, if that comes. Okay, coping with sickness and disease during those days, guys, preventing epidemics despite famine conditions. Some areas uh, such as those places, guys, manage to prevent widespread epidemics by focusing on public health, although areas, my guys, I'm already like, I was talking to, yesterday I was talking to my mom, and then I was telling her, oh, isn't it like you're going beyond like the worry of everything? But just, I just wanting to be curious, like how are people going? Like, isn't it like we're humans? We will survive until where we can, right? So, di ba? So, what if you, like, for example, I'll just be the example. What if I don't survive? Then how are they going to bury me? How are they going to, there's no more ano embalm or yung ganun guys, yung parang talaga ba during those, can you imagine guys yung ganun system? I know that I'm just picturing the worst ano na case scenario, but have you thought of that? Yung ganun. Anyway, so weird, no? Okay, anyway, so the danger of refeeding. Okay. Okay, these situations after those global crises liberation showed that suddenly feeding starving populations on concentration camps could lead to death from refeeding syndrome. Refeeding syndrome, I don't get that. Survivors often needed slow, careful increases in calories to survive the initial liberation. Slow, careful increases in calories. Ah, okay. Ah, okay. So, di ba, the way I'm getting this guys ha, like, isn't it they cut down the calorie intake? And then our stomach, we adapt, right? The body system gets used to it, right? And going back already, increasing the calories again and eating more is kind of a danger during those days, guys. Okay, so, di ba? I mean, pretty, like, if it's pretty much long, like, it takes how many months? So it's fine, but guys, yung years already of survival, and you got used to it, and then you suddenly, there's there's not much scarcity already, and then you eat a little bit more, and then we adjust, right? And that's dangerous pala, guys. Okay, impact of sickness, malnutrition during this time led to extreme emaciation, leaving populations susceptible to disease like tuberculosis, which is common among those in detention. Okay, so yes, mostly talaga, of course, we are humans, right? The doctors, the medical group, medical people will be able to help us. I'm pretty sure in our communities there will be help, right? With regards to which is not good, which is good. Somehow still, di ba? Coping with blackouts and infrastructure loss. Natural lighting, lacking electric light. Are you ready for this one, guys? Daily life return to relying on sunlight, candles, oil lamps. Oh my God, totoo talaga, guys. Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh my God, talagang oil lamps. What if, of course, di ba, there's a shortage nga of that. But I'm pretty sure, guys, yung small amounts, pero sustaining it for a long time, di ba? But anyway, basta, isn't it like cooking oil? Kaya lang sometimes, of course, the cooking oil, you get it still from, ano ba, how do you process pa ba when you're gonna get oils from nuts, from other farms? But there's no, you can't do that during this, ano eh, shortage of food nga eh. How to still light a candle. Pero sometimes talaga, no? Oh my God, guys. Anyway, I'm just, natural lighting, so there's still the good side. We just wait for the sunrise. So, sunlight, candles. Kaya, for now, guys, what we can do maybe keep or stack up on this one. There's a tendency for to hoard na because of this one, no, guys. Pero I'm pretty sure, guys, are you ready to do the what we have learned from scouting camps, like creating fire through wood and stone? Guys, hindi ako marunong. So, may ganun. Isn't it, guys? Because our lighters and everything, guys, will run out of, right? So, but we will make a way, right? To just do the basic, still the basic during those days, guys, how they do it. And learning about it already, how to rub the wood against the ano, yung ganon. I know I know this one is ano, crazy, reading already, pero, so, babalik yung time na yun, guys, somehow. I don't know, baka lang. Okay, just in case, okay. Manual procedures in hospital settings, particularly during modern or during those crisis times, blackouts, staff resorted to manual ventilation and backup generators. Okay, so I can't be discussing about that case. I don't know. Okay, adaptation. People adapted to a darkened world by conducting necessary activities during daylight, which reduced reliance on electricity. Darkened world. Oh my, conducing unnecessary activities during daylight. So what maybe whatever you can do during the day that we can advance just in case it get dark already, at least you have prepared for the next toil, for the next survival of the coming days. So we just take advantage of the daylight that there is still light. We can do a lot of things like prep for the whatever. First is food, way to be, you know, way to survive, di ba? Anything that will make us survive, that's what we prepare. We just keep on, stacking up and, oh my gosh, talaga ba? Psychological and social reliance, support network, solidarity was essential for mental health, particularly for uh, prisoners in camps who shared food and offered emotional support to maintain hope. I guess hand in hand, people you are going to be with, your loved ones or your community, I guess. That's where you get the support, right? So, endurance. The survival of many was aided by an intense, often desperate willpower to endure, or in some cases, a psychological numbing to cope with constant death. Oh my God. Talaga ba? Kasi yun na nga guys, diba? Has it come to you? Yung ganun. You just get used to it. Like, isn't it like if you watch survival movies like Alive, like the plane crash and then they had to survive because they were stuck in an a snowing very cold area in some mountains of a country. And how do you survive when when there's no help, like you had to survive during those times that you get stuck in some kind of island, or isn't it? And because we're humans, so what's gonna happen next? So this were during the ano guys 1944, 1944. So there's a lot guys more informations on this one, but we are just wanting to, okay guys, I was also reading about the life of the Amish. I mean, this one naman is the, I don't know, this one is the pleasant side, maybe the fantasy side. I don't know guys maybe we will just have the glorious parts of this one, that we are just preparing food at home. There's no more television. There's no internet. There's no radio. For example lang guys, though typically guys, during back in the days guys, is really basic. Like, what kind of food can we have? Di ba? So, tingnan natin guys. Ay, tingnan natin guys about food. Survival food during this crisis requires non-perishable, calorie-dense items that need minimal or no cooking, preparation, or water. Key staples include canned meats or fish, beans, rice, pasta, peanut butter, and dried fruits, designed to provide high energy and longevity in storage. So guys, for me guys, just from experience guys, for me lang if you like lang the idea or the hack, I would say like, di ba, canned beans, canned meat, fish, beans, rice, pasta, peanut butter, and dried fruits. I think one idea could be consuming first which one goes bad first. Of course, these are the wet ones, the moist ones. Of course, beans and rice can, will stay good and if it's dry. If it's dry, of course. But if it's canned also, of course, we know this, that technology, because of technology, it can stay up to how long shelf life. But of course, everything, if you notice guys, everything is or mostly are many ways of preservation. So like somehow the idea of homesteading already, like it can be canned, soaked in vinegar, in brine, which is water and salt, vinegar also, flavored vinegar, or salt and water brine, or dry rub. I don't know. I'm pretty sure guys, you will run out of herbs and one day, because of course people also are getting food from wherever, right? So it's just really consuming first which one goes bad first. We know that guys, isn't it? First in, first out. So we can still apply the modern knowledge to these ideas still, no? So top survival food staples, canned goods, tuna, salmon, chicken, vegetables, soups provide protein and essential nutrients for at least 2 years. Canned goods, guys, 2 years. Okay, dry greens and legumes. I cannot say anymore with regards to nutritional, or is it healthy or not? Is it processed or not? We can't be discussing about that this time, because this one is survival. We just want to survive, right? Dry greens and legumes, white rice, pasta, lentils, and dry beans offer long-term energy and can last for decades if stored properly. So proper storage, guys. That's why back in the days, like, guys, they have this, ano no, yung mga banga, like huge urns to really earn pots, mga ganon, to ceramic. Like, if you have that, yung mga ganyan, these are valuable stuff that we can keep our greens and legumes. It's going to be like really back in the days. Talagang amazed ako. Anyway, high energy snacks, peanut butter, nuts, trail mix, and granola bars provides quick energy. Last night, guys, I was down. I was in the kitchen, and my eyes are really, uh, like, already seeking for looking at the food around in the kitchen. And I was just looking at it, and sometimes, isn't it, those items in our pantry, sometimes we neglect, like, because we have, it's just there. It's just there. So anyway, it doesn't matter to you if there's this bunch of snacks that you don't even touch or eat, because it's not your favorite or you don't like it. But now, if it's survival, guys, you already are valuing every item of food in the house. That these ones we're going to have to, even guys, the smallest grain of food is very important during survival. So I guess it's really saving up and being grateful that you still have that bag of peppercorns, salt, little amounts of, uh unfinished jars of sugar we are neglecting, but now these are important. We can stack them up, keep them, and use this during survival. And I noticed, guys, because of my somehow my curiosity in with regards to having discipline in eating, somehow, guys, I noticed, guys, just a hint of sugar in my mouth help me somehow survive hunger somehow, guys, because I'm really very much on this one, like calories and lessening if I eat too much, or isn't it? So in my shy mukbang playlist, guys, if there's still time, please check out. So I noticed, guys, just a hint of any sweet, cake, chocolate, it's really a survival that it removes my hunger for a while, or my stress somehow. So yung mga sweets, guys, konti. Of course, food itself, no? Pero it means that if you have that hint already of that feeling, then it can feed many people to survive, isn't it? simplest form of sweets, sugar, guys. So not even this, delectable indulgence. Rather, just going back to the basics, salt, sugar, yung mga spices, things. If we are just, guys, yung extra, maybe reading already about foraging, like knowing about wild plants, what we can eat. And imagine, guys, if in some community you have this nature around and people are already doing foraging, then families will have their like getting already, and there will be shortage unless we all take care of nature and it will feed us back, right? So imagine, guys. So are you seeing the ecosystem? May pa ganun. So yun nga, guys. So lucky still are we are lucky if we still have peanut butter, nuts, and trail mix, ha, guys, ha, during survival. Okay, long life staples, honey. Okay, so honey never spoils. It says here, salt, crucial for preservation. In fact, isn't it like fish, dried fish, salted, they are salted and then put under the sun, dinaing or kind of smoked. I mean, it's not even smoked, pero yung ganun, guys, basta yung ganun preservation, salting, sugar, and ghee, uh, the Hindus, ghee, clarified butter. So this one's, yes, I know this one, yung fat barding of some food to keep it, 'di ba cheese, guys, it's closed, like gouda, gouda. Some are the Swiss cheese, yung guys, basta yung mga ganyan, yung the cheeses, cheese wheels, these are encased with wax. Imagine, guys, I mean, aside from the preservation, it goes through pasteurization, cheese processing, but these are all ways to keep food good, right? So ang galing, ang galing, galing. So if we read about it, anything that's about preservation, this is really, this will help, di ba? Sugar also, di ba? Koreans, particularly, maybe I'm pretty sure in most countries, guys, they fresh fruits, they toss it in sugar and then put it in a jar and it's gonna keep, isn't it? It's just like the concept of making jams, jellies. But sometimes you don't have the time anymore for survival. You don't, I don't know, lucky you if you can make jellies, jams during crises. But, this basic, like combining sugar and salt, sugar in food, this can, and keep it in some kind of airtight. And that's already somehow preservation, keeping. Diba? Sometimes taste already is the last priority for this one. This time, with regards to gastronomy, eating, taste will be the last. Number one is survival, isn't it? You just don't choose whatever is available. That's the food, right? I mean, it's if it need be that it's just water. Sometimes, how to survive, di ba? Ganun lang. Oh my God. Anyway, dairy and produce, powdered milk, dried fruit, canned vegetables ensure essential vitamins. Okay, good if we can still stack up. Okay, powder. Now I am already like imagining, guys, oh my God, we need to have chickens. We need to have the cow. We need to, isn't it? Because we just buy our milk, right? So how do you, what if there's no more grocery, right? You're looking back to, oh my God, back really to the basics. Diba? And those who are already living in the rural areas, in the provinces, somehow they are, I'm pretty sure, I mean, they're, it's more sustaining, right? Because if you already are planting, I don't know, diba, during the pandemic, kasi most have become plantitas and plantitos, pero if it died down already, what you usually do in the pandemic, diba, because of going back to the normal. And now this time really is seriously like, is it really going further like that? Like, everything is manual, everything is chismosa lang. So anyway, so yun, guys. So yun, canned vegetables, guys. The canning, preservation, the canned process now is very important during survival. Storage and nutrition principles. A shelf stability. Focus on foods that do not require refrigeration. Yun na nga guys. Which I have tried guys in the condominium where I usually stay. Um, I tried guys many 3 months already of not using the refrigerator, aircon, electric fan. I don't know why I practice that, but because of budget, because I don't have the budget to maintain for a living. Long not been working guys, that's why. So I thought I just need basic light and just a little electricity from the electric stove. But living without the refrigerator, the aircon, the electric fan is possible. It is possible if you like it, isn't it? It's just a matter of when there's no time, there's no choice, guys. You just adapt, right? Excuse me, guys. Okay, so focus on foods that do not require refrigeration. And that is because we are going to preserve more using salt, using the sun, drying foods, no machines at all, guys. Imagine during survival, there's no machine to really do your whatever you're wanting to process in the food processor. Really, you're going to use the mortar and pestle to pound in some huge mortar and pestle, ha? I mean, this one really is the yung analog, super analog talaga. Anyway, so energy density. Choose high calorie foods to maintain energy levels during stress. Okay. Sana guys, no? Like, typically, guys, castaway, like you get your own fish from the sea, yung ganun. And then before you able to go to the sea, to the ocean, that's a long travel, a long journey. Okay, anyway, so water usage, limit items that require water to reconstitute. Water usage, like dehydrated foods. Dehydrated foods, guys, this ones uses less water because it's already, you just add a little moisture and it becomes ready to eat. But uh, limit, meaning we are going to lessen how much I don't even know guys, during survival, if you're still able to, can you still maintain the showering, taking a shower, like how often you like brushing your teeth? Is there still ano enough amount of water to use for during that time that you can even, because you need to survive? Its priority is to survive and drink water instead of using that for taking a shower or bathing yourself or cleaning yourself. I think for survival it's really, you'd rather keep the water, right, for everybody to survive, right? And imagine guys, so this one is really the adaptation just in case. So learnings on this one guys, very important, no? Water may be scarce, di ba? During those days guys, especially it will come, it will be scarce, and now you appreciate the springs of water that will come out in, di ba? Spring of water, water from the rain, isn't it? Like having a reserve. Kaya containers and vessels are important during the crisis, no? Yes. In collecting all our flasks and bottles, this can be usable during. Kaya lang guys, the heavy load, no, that you have to have it all the time with you, all this, no. Preparation, keep a manual, can opener handy. Ay, ano? Kasi it's easier. Of course, you can open it with a knife or break it in some kind of metal or, pero yeah, having the time to have these tools, hand tools, no. Diversity include comforts like instant coffee, tea, and hard candies to maintain morale. Ha? Bakit? Include comforts like instant coffee. Okay. So always have that. If it runs out, I guess you just go back to water. Water talaga, guys. You can't make tea without water. You can't have coffee if there's no water. Water is life. Oh my god, let's take care of it, guys. No. Water from the sea, it's not safe to drink, right? It's not safe to drink. but you can get salt out of it, right? But you're gonna have to do the process pa. Okay, so anyway, preparation and safety, store food in airtight, cool, and dark environments to maximize shelf life. Ah, okay. That's why there is this idea of cellar keeping, isn't it? Like cellars, wine cellars, right? They keep it like the kegs of wines. It's kept in a dark room, as they call it, guys. If you go to museums, wineries, and this makes sense that storing food airtight, cool, dark environments to maximize shelf life. That's why they have this underground, yung mga homes back in the days, guys. Especially if you watch the movies, they have underground. And they keep their food there, jarred and in a dark place. And sometimes it's even covered with blankets to really just keep the food because, of course, exposure to the sun also changes the temperature, adds to the yung mga ganon. Basta yung mga technicalities, hindi ko na maano guys, pero basta it does make sense, no? So, dark place. So, if there's no yung ano pa guys, yung sa underground, yung sa ilalim guys, it's some kind of in the flooring of ground, we can stack up like a box, like a bury under, like you put underneath, di ba? Pwede rin sa ilalim ng, maybe, the soil is pero you have a box to just keep it parang thermally, basta ganun guys, nagigets nyo? Basta keeping it in some kind of dark, cool. Not in the soil kasi mainit yun eh. Basta guys, yung underground na cool. Ganun. Anyway, so practice first, first in, first out. This gives me an idea guys, yung, di ba isn't it, there's this way of cooking, I don't know in Hawaii ba to, that they dig up the sand or the soil, and then they wrap up of course, your food, right? And then you put it underneath and then you bury it. And then you're able to cook it there because of the heat under. I don't know, is that safe? Diba? I don't know, different ways, diba? Just in case you don't have fire or flame to cook your food. Practice first in, first out by rotating your stack annually. What else? Meals ready to eat for short-term instant energy needs. So a lot, guys, a lot more. So let's just encouraging you to um let's know about this. It's very I guys, how people survive yung naman, yung medicine. Paano sila nag-survive during those days? Let's see ah. Okay. Ulitin na lang natin. I mean, I'm not pero just reading about this. Essential survival medicines back in the days during this global crisis focus on treating trauma, preventing infections, and managing chronic conditions when professional care is unavailable. Okay, so key supplies include tourniquets. What is tourniquets? Hemostatic agents, antibiotics, pain relievers, ibuprofen, acetaminophen. Of course, the medical people are beloved people from the medical field. You know this, guys. Pero at least just reading about it, antidiarrheals, antiseptic wipes, 30 to 90 day supply of prescription medication. Guys, have you thought of that? If you have prescription medication, ano ba yun? Is that already like preconceiving na can you do this? Like just in case there's somehow like we are all at home having your full supply. Maybe you already are in that already. This can be crucial alongside bandages, splints, water purification tools, key medical supplies for conflict, trauma care, tourniquets, tour as in TOUR, NIQUETS for severe bleeding, combat gauze, splints, and chest seals. So lahat guys, so just in case, di ba, we hurt ourselves or something is cut or bleeding or somehow, these are bandages to really stop so we will keep be good during when we are humans are cut or mga ganun guys. Infection control, antibiotics, alcohols, wipes, iodine, hydrogen peroxide, and antibacterial soap. So everything that can be for cleaning, wounds, mga ganon. Medications, pain relievers, ibuprofen, aspirin, antidiarrheals, antacids, and antihistamines. Okay, chronic condition management, 30 to 90 days supply of insulin, blood pressure meds, and inhalers. Guys know these ones, these little things are, diba, we just keep them, or we can make, if we can make, diba, maybe you have the knowledge about making this one, you can start already, stock up for your, so that you can survive for your family, maybe good, even better for the community. Wound management, ano to? Wound management, sterile gauze pads, surgical tape, burn gel or dressings, and antiseptics. Wound management. Grabe. Survival strategies, water, sanitation, essential to prevent disease using purification tablets or boiling. Guys, ano, I can see some, I don't know, bakit ganun ako, maybe I just went through, just, a part of my life where I needed to survive. And I was just really, when I'm already not able, not anymore in that part of my life. I mean, it's not the worst, but for me, guys, I have been curious about survival. Like, when this happens, I'm already off guard of this one. And, you get me, guys, because maybe because during my personal life, guys. Basta, yung, this one, guys, yung checking out yung how, yung mga soldiers, how they survive, like how they, what are their first aid kits, how they survive their food, yung mga nakabox yung mga pagkain nila, guys, eh. Yung mga soldiers, mga armies. So these are, kasi ito yung mga survival kits talaga, guys, na are you curious? Like, what are these purification tablets for, to purify or for water sanitation? Ano tong mga to, di ba? Are you curious to know about it? Preventive care, hand sanitizer and masks help mitigate disease spread. We are aware of that, especially during the pandemic. First aid training. And di ba that's why, guys, di ba nung araw pa meron pang mga headgear, helmet that they wear for survival, and even so, kaya yung clothing, cloth, fabrics will still be important, guys, during the survival, di ba? To protect our and everything, especially the children, no? Okay, what else? Ah, first aid training. Oh, you, those of you who are, oh guys, first aid. Ganun ba ako ng first aid? Di ko na maalala, guys. Restaurant, ano, choking, yung mga ganun. Pero guys, yung first aid training, going back, did you have the chance, or maybe this is the chance, knowledge of how to use a tourniquet can? Ano ba kasi yun? Save lives when help is delayed. Check natin yan, guys, ha? Documentation, carry copies of essential medical records, prescriptions, and IDs, o yung mga records ng medicines that you have a list of your schedule. But sometimes, iba, when we have, for example, you cut down on the eating part, of course, the brain, everything, the system suffers, and having a copy. And guys, ito pa, hard copies of pictures of your loved ones, ha? Diba? I think very important, no? Hard copies, ha? Not, ano, ha? Soft copies, hard copies, guys. So you just still have the memory of your, during survival, diba? Whatever it is that will make you feel strong, uplifting, diba? A prayer copy or whatever. It's for us to be reminded during these days that if it will come, diba? Yung ganun. Antibiotics, penicillin is often cited for early treatment, though modern broad-spectrum antibiotics are more effective for diverse scenarios. Pack a 3-day supply for evacuation and a 2-week supply for home. So in short, have a go bag. Yun nga, hindi ko pa na-prepare yun. Guys, I prepared the go bag for the big one, as they say, guys, here in the Philippines, guys. Ha? Pero, di ba, essentially, the go bags have canned goods that will also expire. So, you always have to update it. Pero for survival, whatever it is in there, whatever, doesn't matter anymore. Basta we know how much, how long. Canned goods pala, 2 years. Talaga ba? Oh my God. Anyway, so guys, I hope, I don't know, maybe, ito pa, gusto niyo pa bang malaman? Hindi pa naman, guys, hindi pa naman ako. Kasi I need to go to the, ano, guys, I'm going to have a check today. Okay, what else? Survival. Ano pa bang gusto nating malaman? Children. Paano sila nag-survive? How parents took care of their children. Millions of children in some globally areas in global with global crisis facing threats like bombardment. Oh my God, I don't wanna read about this, guys, pero basta there were situations with regards to toxic stress. Oh my God, I don't wanna read this. This is very, ano na, guys. When everything, guys, like, basta, I don't know, guys, if I can read about this. This is very, ano, you can read about it if you like, during survival of the children during this global crisis, guys. So just read about it. I don't know. I don't wanna, ano, this one. This may be, ano, a very sensitive situation, discussion or reading. But anyhow, guys, so I hope, guys, this, hello to everybody. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope you learned something. That's the most important thing. So, guys, just let's be aware of this one. While there's a resource where you have books, encyclopedias, how people survived during those days. And I know it's the worst case scenario. Thinking of it, it's why should we worry about that? We are just wanting to prepare, right? Just in case. Okay. So again, guys, this has been Carmina. Your habit, maybe, I don't know, uh, getting curious about these habits, no, not just exercising, being able to adapt and just survive and believe. But with, you see, during this survival, this, it will incorporate a lot of habits, or simple habits that can help during the survival. Being patient, being calm. It's easier said than done, but it's a matter of really practicing. This is the time where we can be tested. We are tested of our patience, being calm, whatever virtues there is going to be. But we will need this, like, endurance and strength during these times. Okay, maybe faith or surrendering everything to your creator, to our creator, who knows well what will be. Diba? Yung ganun. Okay, so anyway, so guys, keep safe. Thank you so much, guys. And yes, I don't know, guys, we update you with the exercise part. Okay? So I need to just maybe have some rest pa. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care, you guys. Bye po. Thank you.